I just want to raise an issue that relates to Brigadier Mokoena. Looking at the statements that we've been furnished with for today, it doesn't look like we'll take the whole day with them. We, as the commissioners, want Brigadier Mokoena to come back. Is it possible for him to come back this afternoon?
Chair, the indication from Brigadier Mokoena in our engagements with him over the weekend is that he would prefer not to return to the commission at this stage until he has considered legal advice and considered all the evidence that will be led in this matter. He's not sure if at this stage he is considered an implicated person, having regard to the evidence that was led last week. So he's still considering his position. And my understanding from the DPCI's legal advisor is that they've advised him not to participate at this stage unless the commission absolutely wants him to come. But even then, he'll still consider his position.
We absolutely want him to come back. It will just be a question of the timing, but we absolutely do want him to come back. Remember, he had said that if Captain Kruger comes and confirms confirmation that he could not explain, that is the meaning thereof, as he used the word. And Captain Kruger came, but all of this, as you remember, related to whether or not he participated in the group. And he said he did not, and Captain Kruger said he did. And on the statements that we have shown, there are other witnesses, or at least there is one, but probably more than just one, who again contradict him. So we just must hear him again. So it's not a maybe. We do want to hear him again. But as I say, it's perhaps a question of timing, especially if he says he wants legal advice. I doubt that we would want to force him before he gets that legal advice.
Thank you, Chair. We will engage with him and his legal advisor on this aspect when we're done here today. Or during the tea adjournment, I will contact them to see whether he would want to come back after lunch. If not today, then we'll make suitable arrangements for a future date.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, the next witness is Warrant Officer Sabelo Nkosi. His statement appears in section 4. And he has also elected to be sworn in.
Warrant Officer, good morning. And please state your full names for the record.
Good morning, Commissioner. I am Sabelo Nkosi.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you, Chair. Warrant Officer Nkosi, can I ask you in the file in front of you if you can go to section 4, that should have your statement. And if I can ask you to confirm the signature on page 8.
Indeed, it is my signature.
And do you confirm that the statement at page 1 to 8 of section 4 is your statement prepared for purposes of your evidence today?
That's correct.
Do you confirm the correctness and truthfulness thereof?
I do.
Thank you. Warrant Officer Nkosi, can we start on page 1 of your statement, the introduction? You give a very terse introduction about your life as a police officer. Can you just expand on that for us, please?
Okay, I joined the South African Police on the year 2000. Currently, I'm holding the rank of a warrant officer. I'm currently based at Head Office, Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, at the section called TOMS. TOMS meaning is an abbreviation, meaning that Tactical Operation Management section of the DPCI.
And how long have you been in TOMS?
But that's from 2020.
And who do you report to?
Currently reported to Brigadier Mkwena as a section head.
What does TOMS do? I think someone explained previously, but can you please just remind me, what does TOMS do again?
Thank you, Commissioner. TOMS is a section within the DPCI, which is in line with the mandate of the DPCI, but TOMS is only doing only the tactical part, the combat part.
And would that entail doing stuff like takedown operations?
That's correct.
So you would sort of be rendering support to others who are actually doing the operation itself.
Indeed.
Or conducting the operation itself.
Indeed, Commissioner.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You say that you report to Brigadier Mokoena. Is that the same Brigadier Mokoena that is known in the department as Clanky?
Correct, Commissioner.
And at paragraph 2, you start with the events of 6 December 2024. Can you tell us how you got involved in those events?
Okay, on this particular day in question, 6 December 2024, it was around about 4 o'clock, 1600, 4 o'clock afternoon. I was at my place of residence. And then by then I was preparing to go out for an operation. We had a planned operation at the Northwest Province on that particular afternoon.
When you say at your home, where's your home?
Springs.
And when you refer to we were getting ready for an operation, can you tell us who that would have been?
Yeah, on my side, before 4 o'clock, I communicated with Captain Kruger. And then because he had a problem with his vehicle that he was using, his vehicle was not fit that it can drive to such a distance. Because where we were going, it was about 300 and something kilometers. So we arranged that because I am alone, him and Constable Tikoveya, they're gonna jump up on me. We're gonna park that car somewhere, they jump on me, and then we proceed with our duties, with our journey.
And where were you gonna park the car?
Where they were, any police station around there, we can leave the car.
Had he given you an indication at that stage in which area that would be, where the car would be parked?
The location that he sent me, it was a Pretoria North.
Okay, and he would have sent that location to you. Do you remember more or less what time on that day?
The location, if I remember correctly, it is between 3 and 4.
Okay, so between 3 and 4, you knew that at some stage you would meet him in Pretoria North to leave his vehicle and take him and Constable de Gavea as passengers to go to the operation in the Northwest.
Indeed.
And did you have a set time that you would meet him at that location?
I told them that I will be leaving by quarter past, I will be leaving my home. Normally what we do,
Quarter past what?
Quarter past 4.
Oh, thank you.
Normally what?
Normally what we do when I have to come and fetch you, I'm gonna send you my live location. Reason for that is that I don't want when I'm at your gate and then you are still drinking coffee or you wanna do anything. Because when I'm at your gate, you must be at your gate.
Okay, so at some point when you were going to leave, you were going to send him your live location. Okay,
Correct.
but you already knew where he wanted to leave the car.
Correct, Commissioners.
Okay, please proceed.
I then received a call The call, it was from Brigadier Mkwena. Brigadier Mkwena informed me that he has sent me a WhatsApp. I must check on that WhatsApp, and then he sent me an address. I must rush to that particular address. There are people there who are posing themselves as police officers. And then he further informed me that he received information from our national head. And then those people, they are posing also as TPCI members.
Okay, can we just take a step back? You, at that stage, are getting ready to go to meet Captain Kruger, but you're still at home, and then you receive the call from Brigadier Mokoena. Do you recall what time this would have been?
It could be between 4 o'clock and 4:15, somewhere there.
And he then tells you that you need to go there to the address in Sandton. He's going to send the address to you.
Correct.
And at that stage, did Brigadier Mokoena, was he aware that you were preparing to go to the Northwest for an operation?
Correct, he was aware.
How do you know that he was aware?
We don't go out on the operation without the approval of our commander.
To your knowledge, did he know what time you would be leaving for the operation?
On that one, Commissioner, I will not have any idea. But because between us and the brigadier, there are other senior officers that we directly report to. They are the ones that are reporting to the brigadier.
To your knowledge, could he have had any reason to believe that around that time, that is the time you are referring to, you were already back from the operation?
Commissioner, we are not back. We are going there to the operation.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. And Captain Kruger has also said that you were still to go for the operation. I'm asking a different question. I'm asking whether, to your knowledge, Brigadier Mokoena could have had any reason to believe that you were already back from the operation. To your knowledge, I know you were not in his mind, but knowing what you knew at the time, and based on what you could have thought he also knew, could he have had any reason to think that you were already back from the operation?
You shouldn't have the reason for that, because when we say the meeting time that site at Northwest, we set a time for meeting. So now it's going to be up to you, an individual, the departure time based on the distance where you are traveling. I will make an example maybe by saying 8 o'clock tonight, we must meet at Durban Central at this particular area. And then now, each individual now, he must calculate his time, but at that particular time, you must be there in Durban.
All right. I may be asking you a question on something that you've dealt with. Please forgive me if that's the case. What time was the operation to take place?
The briefing was at 7 o'clock, 1900 hours.
The briefing?
Yes.
And then the operation itself?
The operation, the situation is going to detect there. Because after the briefing, there are some logistical stuff that we have to deal with. Because due to the sensitivity of the operation that side, we've got other people that they're going to be doing assessment on the area, how we're going to approach the area, something like that. Because it was just a life-threatening situation. It was not just a minor takedown where we know exactly the person is there.
And in your experience, I know you say others reported to him and other ones who would have told him what was going to happen when. But in your experience, would Brigadier Mokoena have known when the operation was supposed to take place?
Yes, he should know.
Thank you.
Can I just ask a follow-up question, Warrant Officer? Where was the briefing going to take place and at what time?
The briefing was at Tabazimbi site. Usually it's the border between Northwest and the Limpopo.
So the team needed to be in Tabazimbi at 7 o'clock?
Us.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Warrant Officer Nkosi, when you say that Brigadier Mokoena should have known what time the briefing in Tabazimbi, where you were going, would happen, the time when it was scheduled for, where would he have gotten that kind of detail from? How does he become aware of that kind of detail?
Firstly, we do have our immediate commanders, where the person who's holding the inquiry is going to discuss whatever that is going to discuss with the immediate commander. And then the immediate commander is the one that, because in the office, let me start like this so that we can all be on the same page. In our office, we've got 2 WhatsApp groups. Is one WhatsApp group where everyone, even the administration personnel, they are there on that group. And then the officers from captain upwards, they've got their own group where they are doing all the reportings. So, and then when we do the operation, we open a group, a separate group, where we're going to involve even the external stakeholders on that particular group, including the management. Even if the brigadier is not there, but you will find that he's going to be there on that particular group.
When you say external stakeholders, that would be who? Who would be the external stakeholders?
Like the people who are not from DPCI. For instance, if we were here in Gauteng, we were going to involve Gauteng Traffic Air Wing. Normally, we got a relationship with Chief George. We're going to just add him. Him is going to see who's available that's going to assist on that particular days. And then we've got also a working relationship with the private security companies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. Can I just take you back to paragraph 2 of your statement and deal with the instruction that you received from Captain Mokoena during the telephone call? In your statement, you say that he wanted you to go to the address to confirm if a legitimate police operation was underway at the address. Do you recall what his exact words were to you?
Well, he just said, I sent you a WhatsApp, check on the WhatsApp, you rush there to that address. There are people there who are imposing as police officers. And then I have already informed other officers from our office, because he even said that I phoned you guys that site. Because when we are that site, that site means that based on our place of residence, because this thing was at Santin. So meaning that when he's saying that you guys, that site, those people who are staying at the surroundings of Santin. I don't know if does it make sense, Commissioners?
Yes, and what do you mean by the surroundings? Would that be the East Rand or the West Rand?
East Rand, Joburg, even we've got someone who's staying at West Rand. And then they normally call us, you guys, the Joburg team, because some of them, they are at this Pretoria side. That we call them Pretoria team. Doesn't matter whether you're at Mamelodi or you're at Soshanguve, we just call them Pretoria team. So that's why on us, it's just an informal name that we're calling one another.
And did he tell you who these other TOMS members were that he had also instructed?
No, he didn't.
Okay, and then at paragraph 3, you deal with what you refer to as a request from Brigadier Mokoena. You say that it was strange. Can I just ask you firstly, why do you refer to it as a request here, but earlier on you said it was an instruction?
Yeah, the instruction part, it's a wording when the commander tells you something, even he requests you or what, in the police language, that is an instruction.
So are we to then read where you say at paragraph 3 that you found the request strange, that it was you referring to I found the instruction strange?
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell us why you found it strange?
Yeah, firstly, for the reason why I have to go, what I have to do there, where he sent me the address, compared to this life-threatening operation that we are going to. A normal person, a reasonable person, let me put it like that, a reasonable person would have thought that no, the priority here is this life-threatening operation. Because by so doing, you are removing me there, you're removing others there, that team becomes weak now. Is no longer now according to the operational plan of that particular operation. So that is why now it didn't make sense to me. Thank you, Coach.
Warrant Officer, you say in paragraph 3 that part of the reason why you found it strange was because Brigadier Mokoena was aware that the TOMS team would be leaving for the Northwest. I think that aspect has been addressed by the commissioners, but are you saying that he was aware for the reasons that you stated earlier, that it would have been communicated to him either by your direct commander or within the WhatsApp group?
Indeed, Commissioners.
Then if we can go to paragraph 4 of your statement on page 2. This is where you expressed your frustration, which you had just indicated now, and you referred to the exercise of going to the address as an insignificant verification. Can you just tell us about that? Why do you characterize it as insignificant verification?
Yeah, Commissioners, to me, that area where the address is, we do have local police station there. And then if it was such an agency, because compared to me driving, because when I opened the GPS to that particular address, it was 60-something kilometers. And then I don't think that there is an area or a suburb where the police station is got a police station that is more than 20 kilometers away.
66 kilometers from where you were at home at Springs.
Yes.
66 kilometers to Senton.
It's between 60 and 70.
Oh, Commissioner.
I stand to be corrected, Commissioner.
No.
Yeah.
My co-commissioner who will put to the witness stand says it's far, it's quite far.
Mm.
I'm kidding about putting him in the witness stand.
Okay.
And you also said something about it was traffic, that there was heavy traffic.
Yeah, on that particular time, the traffic was congested on the freeways.
Okay, you can continue with the insignificant verification.
And then
Maybe before, Warrant of Nkosi, before you move off that paragraph 4, did you not say to Brigadier Mokoena that you are on a mission, you are going to an operation, and it has a time where you're supposed to meet on the other side at 7 p.m. and this will disrupt if you go to this sender's address, it will disrupt the operational plan. did you not speak to him about that?
The only thing that I mentioned to him, because his initial wait when he called me, he said, "Are you able to talk?" "Yes, I'm able to talk." "What are you doing?" "No, I'm just preparing for that ops of network." I said, "Oh, ish. But now, listen here, we've got this urgent situation. I have sent you a WhatsApp on the group. Check the group and then rush there. I have also sent other members that side."
So you did say to him
Correct.
that you are preparing for this operation in the
Correct.
Northwest. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. I was still at page 2, paragraph 4, where you were telling us why you considered it to be an insignificant verification.
Yes,
And you
perhaps before you move on, something related to what Commissioner Baloyi asked. You, under the conclusion in your statement, you criticize Captain Kruger for not having stood his ground and not done every and anything Brigadier Mokoena wanted him to do. But I don't quite understand why you would merely have mentioned that we have this operation in the Northwest. Couldn't you too have stood your ground and said, "But Brigadier, there's a briefing at 7 p.m. There are colleagues who are already waiting for me in Pretoria. Why can't police who are close to this address, for example, sentence subs, go there? Why must it be us who are on this very important operation? Why must we go there? If you criticize Captain Kruger, should you not also be criticized on similar grounds, as they say, what's good for the goose, what is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander?
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. No, the criticism from me to Captain Kruger is the delay, this time that we spent there at the address. It's not about going there. It's about the delay, the time that he spent there. To me, I deem it was unnecessary.
But should you have gone in the first place? Should you not have stood your ground right at the beginning and said, why can't people who are closer there be the ones who go to this address? You have just told us now.
Correct.
That is exactly what ought to have been done. Why did you not raise that with Brigadier Mokoena?
On this one, when he mentioned that he has already sent other people that side, to me, I didn't have that much power now to challenge him on that particular time. Because once we go there, there's going to be someone that is going to be in charge from us. Because you might find that maybe it's just this mere impersonating police, only to find that there is someone that has been briefed more than what I have been briefed.
Thank you, Chair. Warrant Officer, then I think you've addressed the issue about the insignificance of the verification. At paragraph 5, you then speak about what happens after your call with Brigadier Mokoena. Can you tell us about that?
I then proceeded to that particular, because I was being directed by the navigation from my phone.
No, just prior to that, if you look at paragraph 5 of your statement on page 2, after you spoke to Brigadier Mokoena, you say that you received another call.
Oh. And then I received a call from Captain Kruger. Because remember there, commissioners, I was supposed to go and pick up them, Captain Kruger and Constable Tukoveya from Pretoria North, to go to Northwest. So he called me after I have communicated with Brigadier Mokoena. And then he told me that, hey, Brul, you need not to go to that location that I have given you. I have been diverted to go to Santi. I also confirmed with him there that, no, I have also been called to that particular address. Is that 137? He said, yes, it's 137. I said, no, it's the same address. He said, okay, we're going to meet there. He said he's going to open the group and then he's going to put the members that are involved.
Okay, and then also in paragraph 5, you say when you were done with that call, you then saw the WhatsApp from Brigadier Mokoena
Correct.
with the address.
Correct.
Do you still have that WhatsApp?
No, I no longer have.
Why is that?
The reason is the state phone that I was using, it was renewed. I was given another new phone, so I had to take the SIM card and put it on the new phone.
Okay, and then at paragraph 7, you deal with what you did after you received that WhatsApp message from Brigadier Mokoena. You say you were added to a WhatsApp group, and then what did you do?
I kept on driving, and then while driving, and then the Brigadier Mokoena kept on calling, and then, how far are you? So I was only giving him what the GPS is telling me, how far I am.
And how often would you say that he was calling you while you were making your way to the address?
It was several times, more than twice.
In a space of a half an hour,
10 minutes.
he was calling every 10 to 15 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. And you say that this irritated you. Why?
Yeah, for the same reason that I have already placed on record, that if this thing was so much urgent, it could have been handled in another manner by achieving the very same results of the local police station.
Okay, you also say in your statement that you were frustrated because when you were using the navigation system.
Yes, and then when you receive the call now, you have to stop the navigation, meaning that you have also to stop the car, because you will find that the navigation is said you, in certain distance, you must turn left. While you are busy driving, you might miss that particular road. You have to stop and speak to him.
And then at page 3, still paragraph 7, you can go to page 3, at the top of page 3. You say that you, during one of the calls, you complained to the brigadier about the traffic. What did he say to you?
Yeah, he said I must try to push.
What did you understand by that?
So meaning that you must switch on your siren now, blue lights now, so that the motorist is going to give way.
You also
Meaning
said...
that, basically you must drive recklessly now.
And did you put on your blue lights?
I didn't, Commissioners.
How did you drive recklessly? What did you do?
No, I didn't. I just drive as the cars are following the cars.
Okay.
I didn't deem to be necessary for me.
You didn't drive on the yellow line?
No, I didn't.
Thank you.
So you did have a blue light?
I do have.
Okay. And you decided not to use it?
Not to use it.
You also say that at some point you shared your location in the group. Why did you do that?
To avoid these constant calls.
Okay, if I can ask you to go to section 3 of the file, there should be a label that says BK3.
Section 3, is it front, back?
Yours is section 4, so 3 would be forward. And if you look at the labels, there should be a label that says BK3.
BK4, BK5.
Somebody will assist you now.
Ms. Mube, you said BK
BK3 from section 3, yes.
in the last five, previous.
Annexes to Captain Kruger's statement. Do you have it, Warrant?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you go to page 10, the big number 10 on there? Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
There's a message there from W-O Malume TOM. Do you know who that person is?
That's me, commissioners.
Okay, and at this point at 17:06, you're sending a message that you are 8 kilometers to the location, and then there's a live location.
That's correct.
Now, if we go back to your statement at page 3, at paragraph 8, do you recall who were the participants in that WhatsApp chat group that we just saw now?
It was myself, Captain Kruger, Constable Tikoveya, Brigadier Mkwena, Captain Sijane, and Chief George from Gauteng Traffic.
And you say in paragraph 9 of your statement that there were various exchanges of messages, and at some point you saw a message from Chief George. What did that message say?
May I read it?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Paragraph 9.
Okay. It's a legitimate SAPS operation conducted by a counterintelligence task team appointed by General Kumalo, with Lieutenant Kumalo in charge.
If I can ask you to go back to BK3, and if you can go to page 9. There's a message there by Chief George Traffic. Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
That's the message you're referring to.
Correct.
Okay. Now, earlier, there's also a message, a forwarded message on page 8. If you go to page 8, from Captain Kruger, which also refers to it being a legitimate police operation, but you don't mention that in your statement. Is there a reason for that? You only mention the message that comes later from Chief George. Do you recall that that Captain Kruger had also sent a message that it was a legitimate operation?
Oh, no, I didn't take note of it. I only take note of this one of Chief George, because there was an interesting question there that came after that from Captain Sijane.
What was the interesting question?
Do we stand down?
Okay, it's still on page 9. Do you see that message there? From Captain Sijani.
Yes, yes.
Can you just read it into the record?
Okay, it shows a sign. I'm not.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Oh. And should we stand down? That's why I got interested now. I even park on the side of the road.
Why did you park on the side of the road?
I was waiting for an answer now. This answer, I was going to be the beneficiary of it.
And who were you expecting an answer from?
From the brigadier.
Why from the brigadier?
Because here is a message is on, because brigadier is on the group. So when the brigadier is on the group, meaning that he's in charge of this group. So we are on this group because on his instructions.
So you were waiting for a response from Brigadier Mokoena to Captain Sejani's message to say whether you must stand down or not.
Yes, it's going to depend. It's either Brigadier communicate with Captain Kruger, because I don't know what they were talking about behind the scene. And then one of them could have give us an answer there.
Okay, so then Captain Kruger responds a minute later, still on way to confirm, Capt. So he's responding to Captain Sejani. What did you understand by that message from Captain Kruger?
Meaning that we're still going there.
Did you understand that to be an instruction from him that you must still go there?
Yes, because why I will say that, besides this WhatsApp group, there were communications on the radio that we were communicating amongst ourselves. The two-way radio.
Is that the Halo radio?
The Hello radio, that's correct.
Okay. There's a reference to that in the group where Captain Kruger says Halo radio's on. Is that what you're referring to?
That's correct, Commissioners.
Okay. And I think that is on page 7. Can you go to page 7?
That's correct. Hello radio's on. Meaning that this is an instruction that everyone that is responding there, he must switch on the radio.
And these are not just people that are in the WhatsApp group. If somebody else had received the instruction, perhaps, would they also be able to hear that? Or is it only for participants in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, each and every member of our office, he got this radio. It's a portable radio where we speak. Even if you are in Cape Town, we can communicate, me and you.
Okay, so there was communication going on outside of the WhatsApp group and the phone calls.
Correct.
And did Brigadier Mokoena also have a Halo radio?
But on that one, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because previously we used to be with him on the field. He used to have one, but now he's no longer on the field. I don't know if he's still on that one now.
Okay, so if we can then go back to page 9 where you, with Captain Kruger's message that says, still on way to confirm, Capt, you understood that to then be that you must still continue to go there?
Yes, because on the radio, prior to this or after this message, we were saying that, and then whoever comes first now, meaning that we have to stop somewhere so that we can get a briefing, exactly briefing, what there has to be exactly done there. That is what we were communicating there over the radio.
Can you just explain that, clarify that a bit more?
Like when we approach the scene, we don't approach the scene blindly. You don't just drive there and then now you say I have arrived, because that's why you're going to pick up problems. Because you might arrive there and then hear the bullet, now they are mooring you. Excuse the language, I'm just trying to...
I thought we had this conversation, Warrant Officer.
Yeah,
You're betraying me now.
So basically, you don't approach it blindly. There must be a strategic to approach that particular.
So there was an expectation from your side that at some point there would be a briefing before everyone arrives at that address.
Yes, correct. Because I even remember mentioning on this radio that the time that we have spent on the road, and then there is still saying that there are people in the house. There is no criminal who can spend that particular time at the address. The criminal just come and do, and then he goes.
Okay, so your point is you get the instruction at around 4 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, when you're sending your location, there's still an instruction to go to that address. And if it's criminals, you can't see why they would still be there for that long.
Correct, Commissioners.
And are these discussions that you're having on the Halo radio, is this just what you're thinking at the time?
Well, everyone was thinking something. He was coughing out from Hello Radio. Why can't we do this? Why can't we do this? We're sharing ideas.
Warrant Officer, is there a record of these radio discussions? Is there somewhere where your discussions on the Halo radio ordinarily are preserved?
No, I don't think so. Let me not just commit myself there, commissioners, because that Hello Radio is not the police radio, actually. It's not the police issued radio. Those Hello Radio are it's the private companies that they are assisting us with them. How and where on that one,
You don't know.
I will never know.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you, Chair. I see that it's time for tea, or am I a minute early? Should I? I heard that. Thank you, Chair.
Let's see what we can. Yeah, see. Okay. Let's adjourn and resume at 11:15.